Hey guys, it's Dino. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2013, and we are about 2 weeks shy of being 2 years on testosterone and a little over 4 months post-op from top surgery. I have tried for numerous times to make an update video uh, within the past couple weeks or so because basically there's just been so much that has happened within the past month or so. My last update video about pretty much like my last life update video was before school started back in August, and it's now mid-October right now. Since then, I have started a job at Dunkin' Donuts, and they are milking me dry pretty much. Basically, my life has been really hectic lately, and it's been just way too much shit going down for me to kind of like take a breather, I guess. I've just been working my ass off at Dunkin' Donuts and working my ass off at school. I am living on my own now for the time being. I'm still in the same apartment, but my roommate got kicked out because of some circumstances with my landlord, and that was a whole fiasco. Pretty much, it was a big mess, and that was very stressful for me. And I'm not gonna get into that on here. And because of all my stress and schoolwork and working at Dunkin' Donuts and all this other stuff, I've been feeling very disconnected from both the queer community and also just people around me in general, even society. Society is a lovely word to throw around, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I've just been feeling very disconnected. Not only because I don't have like a TV, I don't really follow the news much anymore, but just because I just haven't. And I don't feel like I've really been myself lately because I've been so stressed out and so busy. So National Coming Out Day was on Friday, a couple days ago, and I really wanted to make a well thought out status update on Facebook about it and a post on Tumblr about it. And I even tried making a video at the time about it. And it was really hard for me to do so, kind of think of anything to say, because I feel very disconnected from the community. Because I'm trying to focus on myself, I can't really focus on the issues that the community is facing. I can't even actively moderate the F to M resource blog on Tumblr. The blog that I founded, I just don't have the time for that anymore. Luckily I've located some lovely new moderators, which have been picking up the slack for it, which is great. I can barely take care of myself right now, let alone, help other guys out. So that's been really stressful. Also, being trans really isn't a huge part of my life anymore. Like, I think the fact that I was even unprepared or even not really in touch with it being National Coming Out Day on Friday kind of says a lot about where I am in my life right now. I don't like saying it in this way, but I'm kind of moving on. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to completely like push aside me being trans. I don't want to say that I'm stealth, but it's just like it's not really relevant to my everyday life anymore. It's not relevant to to how I live my life, I guess. Like, after surgery and being on hormones, because I have Testosterone, I have to do shots every week. you know Everything's really streamlined for me. Luckily enough, I pass, and I don't feel the need to be constantly fighting for my rights, because I kind of just blend in. Blending in is another kind of thing to, I guess, talk about, because as you guys may notice, I changed my hair. Whoop-de-doo. Uh, so I don't really like, scream, Dino anymore. I kind of just me. I can kind of, I guess it's kind of coming of age, getting older stuff, but it's like, I don't even know where I was going with this, but I don't know. I guess you could say I'm mellowing out. I've basically become so stressed out and so lacking in sleep and so lacking in everything, and also having everything go on at once, that I haven't really been able to kind of focus on one or two issues that are my main priority. I haven't really been able to prioritize my life. I've been talking about so much that I really need to work on my priorities and kind of like sort them out. But the thing is, I haven't had the time to do that because I've been working so much, and I've been like at school and just all this other stuff that's been going on in my life. I just don't know where I was going with that either. Like, I'm completely losing my train of thought. The job itself isn't stressful, but the hours and the time commitment that they're giving me. They think that they're the main priority in my life when they're not. I mean, I enjoy working at Dunks. It makes me happy to interact with the customers and to make them happy. But from what Dunks is doing to me, what Dunks and how it's changing my sleep schedule and everything is not cool. Like, I mean, I understand that having a job, it does, part of having a job is having it dictate your schedule. But where I am right now in my life, I don't want one, I don't even need to have a job in terms of like a solid paying job because I'm lucky enough to be supported by my parents at this time. I'm not completely like dependent on them, but I am a dependent. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. They don't pay for every single thing in my life. Like I still support myself in some other ways. With a job, obviously, but I can manage to survive without that luxury. You know what I mean? One of my coworkers, who actually is a fellow Montserrat student, recommended that I try to find a job with the school working facilities, which is pretty much our like school janitors, and we get pretty good hours. So I'm gonna try to talk to the supervisor and see if I can get like a work in the morning because I start class at like either 12:30 or 2 p.m. each day except for Friday. So and obviously having a job with school means that they're understanding that you're a student there and that you have time commitments and you can't just like go to work instead of class. You can't just fucking skip class. Working at Dunks has definitely given me a good amount of like skills and training. It's a good crash course for things, but it's a lot. Like last week they had me at 30 hours, which is like not a cool thing to do. Today I had to wake up at 5 a.m. Worked 5 a.m. Well, sorry, I worked at 5 a.m. I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Moral of the story is that I'm probably going to quit my job at Dunk soon because it's taking over my life, and hopefully going to get a you know job at school soon. But yeah, so I'm probably going to make a video if I ever have the time about my 2 years on T, kind of looking back at that kind of stuff, having a nice, lovely, big video in 2 weeks, which is on November 3rd. I'll probably do a more in-depth, or at least do photos of documenting post-op stuff, with how the healing's been going and the swelling and stuff. Yeah, so, I mean, besides all the stressful stuff and everything's been going pretty good. Like, I'm still here, so that's good. Um, alright, so I will talk to you guys soon, and keep your heads up, have a good day, evening, night, whatever. Alright, peace.